Starting.
Hey,
Wow!
what up from Sand Rock, Alabama? This is Jeff. As you can see, our topic tonight is the Confederacy.
Yep.
And the Yankee government and Obama's tyrannical, or however you say the word, advance to try to erase our history. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna let that happen. And there's a lot more. There's a lot of more Southerners and some Northerners that have our views. And when everything breaks and the phrase starts, we're going to defend our rights.
No.
I'm gonna tell you. I have a piece of paper. I have in there. It's a letter. Uh, uh, from the script of a letter or an out from Jefferson Davis letter. Brett, you're distracting me. To a talking to a Northern spy about the reason the South was fighting war. And it's going these people gonna keep on, and the South is just gonna be done with it. We're gonna rise our armies, and we're gonna fight, for our beliefs, our heritage.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen more Confederate flags on trucks and more Confederate flags around places in the South than I've ever seen in my life. Because that's our heritage. We're gonna fight for it. I mean, I saw an article back a couple nights ago on Facebook where the National Military Park in Gettysburg, I know they have decided to discontinue selling Confederate flags in the gift shop around the flags around the battlefield. Well, some heathens decided to go and vandalize Confederate cannons there. That's thing all across the South. It happened up in South Carolina. It's happened up in Tennessee, where black vandals have taken with black spray paint and spray painted Black Lives Matter. Yes, they matter. I'm not saying they don't matter. But to the point, our history matters too. What the Yankee government doesn't want to show is that I'm not saying that all black people have heritage and ties to the Confederacy. Some don't. Some do.
Blacks.
And I've seen more and more black.
I shouldn't say blacks. I should say
And
African Americans, the younger generation. What they need to understand is that us Southerners that supported the Confederate flag and have history with it don't understand that we are the ones that fought for their freedom, that fought for them to abolish slavery.
It's over here.
Southerners, the Yankees, are the ones who trying to beat them every day and make them pick cotton and shit.
To bed.
the term African American is outdated. There's no such thing as African American anymore.
Okay.
There's no such thing
Well,
as
I mean, it just seems like
American,
that
an
actually,
American. Last time I checked, we all live in America. You don't see white people say, "Oh, we're white Americans." We're Americans. Same thing with black. They're
Right.
Americans. It doesn't matter skin color, creed, race, religion. We're all
Right.
Americans. When we stop labeling the classes and the skin color in the United States, everything will start getting better. When we stop talking about racism, it'll start getting better. But there's people in our governments that doesn't want to end that conversation. Just for the simple fact they like to keep the shit pot stirred up.
Now,
Well, that's-
here's one that's going to make. I got one that's going to make you laugh a little bit, and probably anybody who watches it's going to make them laugh too. I've officially converted because I was a little bit racist, not just towards, one particular skin color. I was racist towards every skin color. I don't care if you were white, pink, purple, blue, black, green, red. It didn't matter.
Right.
You could have been rainbow, and I still would have probably been racist against you. But point being, I've converted. There's a new thing I've created, and it's funny as hell, and you're gonna laugh when you hear it. I am a politicianism.
That's the only thing.
I'm a politicianist.
That's really the only thing Americans should hate. Because politicians are going to be the downfall of the United States. Because Democrat, Republican, it doesn't matter.
I'll be right back. Brantley woke up. Continue though.
That's just how it is. They're corrupt. Me, I used to be a hardcore Democrat. My granddad was a Democrat. My dad was a Democrat. Democrat used to be for hard-working Americans and protect their jobs. Now, if you ask me, the Democratic Party has stabbed us hard-working Americans in the back and decided, hey, we're going to do our own thing and just attack the American working man and all this shit. I mean, a lot of people don't realize that. Me, I live in the mountains of northeast Alabama. I know how to hunt. I know how to grow food. I know how to have the same lifestyle. But that kind of lifestyle is being threatened by politicians.
Stop.
That's just how it is, and it burns. All I want my family is to be left alone.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, Brantley. Hey, Brantley.
What's the matter, girl?
Go play the game. Get out of here. Hey, buddy. Aww.
Hey, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get that piece of paper and read you. Give me some time.
Hey, bud.
That's pretty cool.
What you doing? I thought you was asleep.
He was, but he woke up.
Y'all.
It's a little warm in here right now. That's probably why I woke up. Cause I had just kicked on the air conditioner before I started the video.
No.
See, and I don't know which side of the White House would be more. I don't know if it would be more evil. I don't know if it's the Democratic Party or if it's the Republican Party.
They need a
Right now-
redneck in office.
Right now, I look at the White House as completely evil, completely horrible.
Yes. They need a redneck in office.
It ain't one side or the other anymore. It's both. Democrat, Republican, I don't care who you are. You both have done screwed up in the past. There's no coming back from it unless you can fix every problem in the U.S. without hurting the people who are in poverty as is.
And what people don't know either is that the true identity of Barack Obama, his true identity. And I remember posting a picture of this up on my Facebook wall how many days ago. That his real name is actually Ferris Mora. He's a native of Indonesia, and he's Muslim. He's not black. And the last time I ever made this statement, I was called a racist by I don't know how many people. I thought, look here, I told the president, look here, motherfucker, don't even call me fucking racist because I got dirt on the president.
Alright. I was gonna wear it, but it's hot out here. See if I can see it. I'll be glad my darn eyeglasses get in so I can start seeing better.
I'm gonna come get you, Brantley.
Title of the subject is Forward from Jefferson Davis and Why the South Fought.
You look so cute in your pictures.
This is from the Richmond Examiner edition,
Hey, buddy.
August 2nd, 1864. Mr. Davis, in conversation with a Yankee spy named Edward Kirk, is reported by said spy to have said, "We're not fighting for slavery, we're fighting for independence." This is true, and this is truth that has not significantly been dwelt upon. It would have been very much to be desired that his functionary had developed the idea in some message or some other state paper instead of leaving it be promulgated through the doubtful reports of the impudent blockade runner. The statement is true and should be publicly
Look at him
uttered
trying to hold his head up.
and kept conversational in the view because our enemies have diligently
that
labored to
song.
make all mankind believe the people of these states have
You
set
look
up
like your daddy.
a pretend state sovereignty and based themselves on that obscenely,
Buddy.
while their real objective has been only
Bitten.
preserved to themselves and property in so many Negroes, worth so many millions of dollars. The direct reverse of this truth, the question of slavery is only of the minor issue, and the cause of war, the whole cause, on our part, is the maintenance of sovereign independence of these states. The whole cause of our resistance was and is intention and full determination of northern states to use their preponderance in the federal representations in order to govern southern states for their profit. Slavery was the immediate, occasional, carefully made, so by them it was not the cause. The tariff would have much more accurately represented through, though it did not cover or exhaust the real cause of the quarrel. Yet neither tariff nor slavery, nor both together, could ever have been truly called the cause of the secession and the war. We refuse to accept for cause any have been could ever have been truly successful, or refuse to accept any cause anything than that truly announced, namely the sovereign independence of our states. This indeed includes both minor questions as well as many other yet graver and higher. It includes full power to regulate our trade of our profits, but also complete jurisdiction over our own social and domesticated institutions. But it further involves all nobler attributes of our national and even individual life and character. A community with which once submits to be schooled, dedicated to our legislated for by core and spirit. Its citizens became a kind of half men and feel that they have hardly a right to walk in the sun. The people of Virginia did not choose to accept that position. They choose rather to die. They own a noble country which their fathers created, exalted, and transmitted them to themselves. The inheritance we intend to own while we live, and leave intact to those are to come after us. It is the right to let foreign nations and those whom it may concern understand this theory of our independence. Let them understand though we are not fighting for slavery. That comes from the president of the Confederacy right there. So many years ago. So, it's coming from the president of our nation, the Southern nation. He said that to a Northern spy that we're not fighting for slavery. We're working with Britain and France to abolish our slavery so we can set up trade routes. But the Yankee government and history professors and the ones that write the history books don't want it to be seen that way. And it chaps my rear end. I mean, like I said earlier, my great granddad Joseph Bright Chestnut, he didn't have no slaves. He was a farmer. Most of my family were farmers. We didn't have any slaves. So why would my family fight for something that we have no part in? That's the true history of the war for Southern independence.
What's that now?
Because the North wanted to. Let me think of the right word to say and not get screwed up. We wanted to be sovereign. We wanted to be left alone. But Lincoln and his war dogs didn't want to have none of that. That's just how it is. And if you ask me about Lincoln, Sherman, Grant, I'm going to tell you, in my eyes, they're all war criminals, especially Sherman was the dirtiest SOB to ever come out of the United States military. I mean, there's a difference between burning rail lines. Yes, that's part of the casualties of war. The South did the same thing. We destroyed shipment lines, like train lines, then they can't get men, ammunition, food, horses, clothes. None of that. But Sherman, he had to take it further. He burned Atlanta. He burned Charleston, which all this stuff right now is happening in Charleston, South Carolina. The people up there don't realize at one time our city was burnt by the Union Army, by the United States of America. They don't want to realize that crap. All they say is, oh, the Confederate flag is hate, Confederate flag is racist. Bullshit. I mean, like Brett said, my daddy, he ain't racist. Never been racist. My grandmother, the way she viewed people, if they hurt her or her family, she didn't like it. My granddaddy wasn't racist. He worked with a black gentleman over the maintenance department at a factory near here that makes military uniforms for the Army, Navy, and Marines. He worked with him for a long time. And that black man right there sits at the world of my granddad. What they want people to think is everybody in the South is a bunch of dumb, illiterate, racist pigs that just wants to kill white people, do away with black people, which is not true. And this crap where the KKK is wanting to do a rally there in South Carolina, they don't even need to let that happen. The KKK has nothing to do with the Confederate flag. It has they have took our battle flag and took and destroyed it. That's the reason everybody thinks the Confederate flag is about racism. But if people really wanted to think about it, they didn't start using the Confederate flag for rallies until the 60s. In the
See, that's
30s and
where I
40s,
think the KKK
they
honestly
would
should
look back
stick
in
out.
history and actually looked up on the internet and all this stuff. Not one Confederate flag was used at a KKK rally. It was big Star Spangled Banners of the United States.
No. What's that?
People don't want to see that. If you ask me, the American flag is more racist than anything. Another thing,
Joey, quick question.
Yes.
It's off topic, but just quick question. What's the one chew that nobody does because it gives you headaches?
Timberwolf.
What's another one? It is the nastiest chew around.
Well,
Gosh,
Timberwolf
it's
and
like,
Grit is the only ones. Yep. I can't stand it. It's
How about
Not
the
grizzly.
words? How do you feel about the word skull?
not grizzly. I take it back from grizzly. I used to dip grizzly religiously.
How do you feel about the word skull?
Oh, I used to dip, so I can't stand it.
I've never tried
I
the
dip
actual chew itself.
skull.
I heard the pouches suck.
Now, I'm thinking
I'll try it. Just lay it out.
I may switch back to grizzly for a little while because the taste of Copenhagen is starting to make me sick a little bit.
He says
Either that or Red Man.
the pouches there.
But let's get back on topic. If I don't, I'll forget it. What the Yankee history book writers don't want to show that the first true slave owner in the United States was a black man. And one of his slaves took and ran away to a feller and get free. And the United States government, he sued that man that helped him get free for his property. The United States government withheld in court that slave was the property of the black man.
But with him.
So, I mean, you're not going to be able to change everybody's mind because that's
I'm with progress.
the God-given right.
You asshole.
That's part of our Constitution. Freedom of speech, right to bear arms, and the right to think the way you want to. That's what our country was, that our foundation was based upon.
What are you coming along?
But you have all these
Let's get on the subject of why this shit all started. The stupid asshole that dressed up in the rebel flag, Confederate flag, and walked in and shot up a bunch of people.
Black people.
A bunch of black people.
He said it was for the KKK.
And said it was for the KKK. Okay, first off,
No hate.
KKK for a very long time has not been violent.
no.
Second,
The whole purpose behind the KKK.
second,
Of course, he had helped create it, but back then they didn't go after black people. They went after black people, the ones that wasn't doing what they're supposed to be doing. They did the same thing with white people. A white man raped a woman, they chased him down, beat the piss out of him, and left him.
okay,
They did the same
second
thing with
off,
black people. It didn't matter. That was the whole purpose of the KKK.
okay, second, KKK does not own the Confederate flag. The Confederate flag has nothing to do with the KKK. Never has. It was a flag flown originally for 13 original colonies, and for the right of the people wanted their own rights, their own country,
Exactly.
where it was free and there were no, real serious rules against certain little things. And they've thrown in, hey, if you're, well, at that point in time, if you were an African American and you were a slave, you could come with us. We'll provide you with guns, food, and everything. Fight for your freedom.
She is. They won't know.
Third off,
My number on it.
what kind of dumb fuck walks into a place and lights it up when it's full of black people? White or not. Not smart. You're fucking dumb. Even me, who wears the Confederate flag, will tell you that you need to get your ass kicked. Majorly. And probably deserve the death penalty. I say off with your fucking head. I'm a Confederate and I'm saying that. Because that's stupid. So,
It's just, like I said, not everybody's going to change their mind, plus that's their God-given right as an American.
freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of, what's the other one? Devin, you would know this. What else? Freedom of expression or something like that?
Let's see, freedom of the press.
What I want, though, is to teach the true reason why the South, left the Union, and the reason why we fought the war. It was for Southern independence. There's more people day by day that are realizing, hey, these Southern people here are not trying to keep the flag up because hey, they want slavery back. No. I don't want that. I want the right to remember my ancestor and the so many other ancestors and the history of the Confederacy. That's the way it is and the way it should, the way the history book should represent it. But they don't want to do that. I mean, and like I told y'all earlier, if everything hits the wall and our peaceful protests doesn't work, and the South decides, hey, you're not letting us you're not leaving us alone, you're not respecting our state rights, and the South decides to leave again, I will pick up my rifle, ammunition, my knife, and I will go protect my heritage. Not for the fact that I want to preserve, they try to say preserve the racism, there's no racism behind it. I want to protect my son's heritage, my unborn, my wife's heritage, and the South's heritage. I will pick my gun up and I will go to war.
Oh, I'll go to war too. But the thing I'll do different, and here's what they're not going to expect, is if I get a big enough armory, not only am I going to go, I'm going to invite a few of my black friends. If I start getting all my black friends to fight with me, you know what? This whole war will be over before it even begins. They start seeing black people rise up against something like that, they'll be like, "Oh shit, we're in the wrong now." But you know what? I'm still gonna shoot me some politics. I got a 10-bag limit on them. Hunting season.
That's the whole reason everything right now is the way it is, because of politicians.
I want them to make a law where we can go hunting once a year and have a 2-bag limit on politicians.
Well, what really chapped my tail the other day, I saw something where the governor of the state of Alabama, Robert Bentley,
Yeah, and his
was
next point was
so
also a long
upset
talk to him.
and mad about the United States Supreme Court ruling about same-sex marriage that in the South that he didn't think it was going to fly, and he was going to do
Well,
away with it.
because
But
now
yet,
I'm having
he was so much of a coward that
pain in
he
my
went
back.
to the Confederate Memorial outside the Capitol building and had a
Goes
Confederate
down
flag.
and it's in my chest too.
And that's another thing.
You just, it's not right.
No.
I'm not saying nothing about same-sex marriage. Me, myself, I don't agree with it. But
No, but it's their God or whatever. It's their given right. I mean, the way I look at it is this is originally supposed to start out as the home of the free, land of the free, home of the brave. So, I mean, yeah, some people's minds they ain't gonna agree with it, but you know what? Is that our right?
yes, that is our right as American citizens. I mean,
If you're gay and you want to get married, go for it. I'm all in support of it. I don't really care, just as long as you know there's no problems. But yeah, there's always going to be that a couple people that don't agree with it. So what? Who cares? Not everybody sees everything eye to eye. We're all different, but we're all human beings.
exactly. I mean, God, He didn't create. He created us in His image. Yes, but He created us in His image, but He created us individually. He created black people. He created Mexican people. He created each nationality across the world. I mean, and it's wrong that one color of people dictate how another should live.
But you know what? I'll give you one even better. And even Dev will even vouch on this one. I have a big problem with Middle Easterns. I've used every word in the book from terrorist to towhead, but you know what?
Yeah.
I still have Middle Eastern friends. Not all of them are like that. The ones that I'm pointing out are the ones that ruined it for all the other Middle Easterns.
That's the same thing with American media. American media, they'll take and press all the negatives. That's what I hate about the United States, the media. That they'll take and say all Muslims hate the United States and want all of us to burn and die. That's not true. I got a good friend back when I lived in Gadsden. Me and him would talk. He was Muslim. His dad was Muslim. He sit there and told me. He goes, the only Muslims that want to do harm in the United States and other countries
I'll
are the radicals,
I'll put them in the tank downstairs.
the terrorists, like ISIS. They're a radical Islamic group. They're like the KKK. They're a terrorist group. I'll probably make a lot of people mad by comparing ISIS to KKK, but they're the same thing nowadays. The skinheads.
They're just a bunch of gangs that are angry because their opinion isn't enough to satisfy them.
I mean, if the neo-Nazis and the skinheads, that's another thing that bites my ass. If they would actually take and read a history book, Hitler was nuts. Yes, he was a smart man, a smart politician, but he was cuckoo. He was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, for God's sake. He was just like Jim Jones and all these other people that wanted to eradicate a certain kind of people, which in Hitler's case, he wanted to eradicate the Jews. He hated them so bad that he created a concentration camp. He wanted to just try to do all of them and make a perfect race. I'm sorry, there's no such thing as a perfect race. There'll never be a perfect race because the human species, the human beings, are imperfect. We are designed with flaws. That's been like that since the days of Adam and Eve. We have our biggest weakness is temptation, and the way people sway us. That's what's wrong with the human race. Some people it's easier to sway. Other people it's not. I mean, if my great granddaddy Hoss Packer, my papa Hoss was still alive, he fought the Nazis. The day he died, he hated the Germans. He hated them. If he heard German language, he cussed. He hated the German. He hated the Nazis. But in World War II, the Nazis and the Japanese really the only reason America got into the European battle was because Hitler turned around and declared war on the United States. The United States knew eventually we'd have to come out of open our gates and go to war. The reason we went to war with the Japanese is Pearl Harbor. They attacked us. They snuck up, punched us in the eye, said, ha ha ha, now what are we going to do? We showed them what we was going to do. We raised an army. We raised a navy. We raised the Marines. We sent them out there, and we whooped their ass.
I mean, I'll be the first one to say that I wasn't too big on what they did. I mean, I'm not going to say that they deserved Hiroshima or anything like that, but
the atomic bomb. That's another thing. That's another reason the world is in turmoil right now. Yes, the hydrogen bomb and atom bomb.
Hiroshima was a bomb that the Americans
made it brought the war in the Pacific to a quick and sudden end. If they'd have done that in the United States, well, we couldn't have fought back from that. But if we hadn't have done that, the Japanese would kept on fighting because they're a determined people. They've always been like that. That's part of their ancestry to be warriors. They would have fought to the last minute. I have the utmost respect for the Japanese people and the German people. I mean, in their mind, they was fighting for what was right because their leaders had brainwashed. I mean, it's just that's what's wrong in America right now. Is too many politicians have brainwashed and brainwashed and brainwashed. Look at Obama.
Oh, by the way,
Throw
they're
some-
putting like a resource.
throw some food in there for them. Maybe that'll change up.
Come in and promise change.
Not a lot.
In his first 4 years, everything was fine. He was pro, healthy, working man, all this stuff. In these past couple of years, he has changed. He's not for darn because his true nature come out. He's a politician. Politicians are the biggest liars on the face of the earth. They are. I mean, and
You drop this little thing.
I'm going to tell you, in 2016 election, nobody's gonna get my vote because the politicians have took
It's too big for the mouth. It takes some
and
time to actually.
jawed my opinion so much. I don't trust them. I don't. And another thing, these people said, "Well, did you vote in the election?" No. Then you don't have the right to bitch and complain. Yes, I do. That's my God-given right as an American citizen. Just because I didn't vote doesn't mean I'm no more of an American than they are. The reason I didn't vote because there's nobody. I'm not going to vote because there's not going to be nobody worth a darn to put in a seat of power over the United States. That's just how I feel about it. It's just, like I said, if somebody out there can take and sway my opinion to Hillary or Ron Paul or who else is running and show me that they're actually going to be a good candidate for the president of the United States and make a good president, yeah, I'll vote for him. But there's just been so much stuff happen in the past 8 years that I don't trust a politician. I'll never trust a politician. Me and my family, I want to raise my family the way I raised my family. And I want us to be left alone. I mean, but there's just there's too many people that says, "Hey, let's go be nosy and get in these people's business right here, and try to stir the latrine pot and keep shit going because somebody has interfered with their business, impeded in their business, and it's outrageous." And it makes me mad. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, before it's over, I mean, like I said, y'all have y'all's own opinion, I have mine. In my view, the South will start the preparations to back out and start raising an army because the North is going to do exactly what they did in the first war between the states and come after and say, "Hey, no, bad Southerners, you can't do that." But
Well,
this
I hope
time,
they don't get me confused with the North because I'm a Southern boy.
I know. It's going to come to a point where the Yankee propaganda machine and Obama's propaganda machine are going to keep pushing Southern people to every man and country's got a breaking point. And if you keep chipping away, hammering away at that point, eventually it's going to snap and all hell's going to break loose. And like I told my mama earlier, we was all out here sitting talking this morning. I was looking at the flag on the back of my truck. I told her, I go, I'm afraid by Christmas of 2015 that flag will be on a battlefield. I told her, I go, I don't want that. Because I don't want to take up arms against other United States citizens.
I don't want to either, but if that's what it comes to,
If it comes to that, like I said, they keep chewing away at that breaking point. I'm gonna say, forget it. We give y'all time to stop. We begged you to stop. We protested for you to stop, but you didn't. It's time, and when it gets to that point, it's gonna be time for us to leave and start our own nation again. Which, if you really think about it, the South is still the Confederacy or just under Northern occupation.
Mm-hmm.
Generally surrender the Army of Virginia at Appomattox. he didn't. There was no peace treaty. There was no say, hey, the United States is going to take and pull the South back into it. The North flooded the South, so we couldn't rise back up sooner than now. That's the same thing. That's the same way in Korea. A ceasefire. Korean War is it's like a sporting event. It's just in the halftime. A ceasefire is like a halftime in basketball or football. It's a long halftime. It's been for between the war between the North and the South. It's been 155, 156 years worth of halftime, and all of our our MIP or most valuable players have been injured. But the South Fair is going to say, hey, we're tired of this. We're going to come back out swinging. We're going to have us a draft. We're going to start pulling soldiers. And what the North really needs to think about is Fort Benning is in Georgia. That's where they train Army Rangers. That's where the Green Beret is stationed. Parris Island, South Carolina, is one of the biggest Marine training depots in the United States. We have Air Force bases and naval bases in Florida. We have Fort Polk, Louisiana. That's where my cousin was stationed at last. Then they have Fort Hood out in Texas. And it's just when stuff hits the fan, it's gonna be like the way in the first war between the North and South. General Robert E. Lee was a general in the Union Army, in the United States Army. He told another general in Lincoln, listen, I'm not taking up arms against my beloved state of Virginia. I mean, Brett, you're from Florida.
Yep.
How would you feel if, right now, Obama started sending United States Army troops, new troops and stuff to take over Florida? How would you feel about that?
I'd be the first one there to stop the Army and probably turn them against Obama.
I mean,
Obama better watch himself about that shit. I was born there.
a lot of
Joey?
a lot of the Union generals that were in the war come from the South. They graduated from West Point. And they decided, hey, I'm not going to take up arms against my home state. There's no way, no how. That's a no-no.
Right.
That'd be turning our backs on our family and our friends and our heritage. No. I mean, I wish these people that want to say that Confederate flag is about racism and that the South, the Confederacy, was nothing but traitors to the Union. We weren't. For God's sakes, a lot of Southerners at that point in time were still living in the North when the United States decided to become its own country. My family, like I said, my family helped fight for the independence of the United States because they were tired of the way Britain, the United Kingdom, was doing. My great grandfather fought for the South because he was fighting for what was right. They was tired. He was tired of the reason the way
That's a first.
the North was treating us.
Obama is going to fly a U.S. gay pride flag on the 4th.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Like I said, I've had family fight in the Army. I've had family fight in the Navy. This 4th of July, I'm not flying the American flag. I'm gonna fly my Confederate flag.
Oh, me too. If I had one. I'm only going to be able to fly the one on my back and the one on my head.
It's getting
I like
better.
my women like I like my glasses on my face. Orange is new black at it.
It's gonna get worse.
It'll get better.
Like, I'm gonna tell you right now. On the 4th of July, I catch one person in my area because I don't have the money to go to the protest. I don't even have the money or the gas to go to my state capital and protest with the rest of the Sons of Confederate veterans. It's just not in my cards right now.
Right.
And I don't have the money to go over here to Georgia. But if I catch somebody in my area say, hey, we're going to burn the Confederate flag, the hell you say?
I catch one person do it, I'm going to whoop their ass.
If I catch you trying to burn the Confederate flag, means you're going to have words.
I catch you burning a Confederate flag, I'm going to take whatever you're burning with it, and I'm going to burn you with it. I'm going to catch you, right? I'm going to catch you. You're fucking self.
I'm going to be peaceful about it. I'm going to ask them to stop. If they want to get hostile, I'll get hostile. If they want to draw weapons, I'll draw my weapon and I'll fire first. But I'm going to the point. I'm 27 years old. The left side of my body is tore up from working and being stupid. I'm half blind in my left eye. My left knee is just getting back to where I can actually be able to do stuff with it. I'm not going to sit there and fight you fairly. I'll grab something up and I'll knock the crap out of you. That's just for the simple fact my body has been tore up.
And real fun, she's real deep in Jack Daniels now.
Used to, I believe in fair fight, fair fight, fair fight. That's the only way to fight. But nobody's gonna fight you fair no more. They're gonna find some way to sucker punch you like the northern government is doing right now. A lot of the people need to realize is the United States government is one of the sneakiest governments in the world.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
Do what, Devin?
I said, yeah, without a doubt they are.
They will take and they have no qualm about stabbing the United States citizens in the back. I'm sorry. That's the way it is now. But people don't say, oh, we're Americans. Yes, it's behind and happy. I'm American. God bless America. I'm an American by birth, Southerner by the grace of God. But I wouldn't trust our government no farther than I could throw it. Our government, dealing with our government is like trying to play with a rattlesnake. You're going to get bit. That's just the way it is. And it aggravates the snot out of me because we're United States citizens. Okay. We founded this country, not the damn politicians. But yet the politicians have took and destroyed it.
Like the rainbow sapphire wedding engagement.
It makes me sick to my stomach the way every damn thing is now. I mean, during the '60s, my papa's generation, the one that fought, my papa Stoney, the one that fought in Vietnam, his generation stood up and fought for what's right. We shouldn't have been in Vietnam. The Vietnam was a civil war between North Vietnam and South Vietnam. But yet, the United States has got to stick their nose in everybody's business.
Oh my God.
That's the same way with the Korean War. We got to go stick our nose in over here, see what we can do. See how many American soldiers, and Marines, and Navy men we can get killed. Air Force pilots. Like I said, people, I'm not anti-American. I love my country. My family has fought, and my family has died for this country because I had a great uncle die in World War II.
Next door.
I just want people to realize that the United States government is corrupt. And our founding fathers, what they put into place, our Constitution. If we get tired of this bull crap, they said for us to, our government gets too powerful, too corrupt, rise up and do away with it and restart. But the United States citizens, the majority of them are brainwashed that, oh, we can't do nothing. We can't do nothing. Bullshit. We're as weak as our government lets us be. We're as strong as our government lets us be. If we had enough people to join arms and rise up, we could fix our government. But there's not enough people to give a damn no more. And that makes me sick. It makes me sick. But I'm going to take a little break, and I'm going to go get another pot of coffee. I'm going to get me a sip of water. My throat's getting dry. I'll be back.
All right, brother. Oh, this has been an interesting episode so far.
Yeah, so far, yeah.
A lot of good points going out there.
Yeah, see, now here might be another point, too. I catch anybody burning the Confederate flag. Could that be taken as a terroristic threat?
Right now, possibly. It'd be no different from somebody burning the American flag. At least I would think so. I mean, I don't know, with all this bullshit going on with it right now, I don't know how it would fare. But in my eyes, it would be considered terrorism.
See, the other thing that be off too is if they take that history of the Confederate flag out of history books, the new school year starts up this year. They take that if they completely remove the history of the Confederate flag.
Yeah. Still there, Dev?
Yeah, I'm still here.
You lost your picture.
Yeah, I probably had it back. Probably had it back in the dark corner.
Just push my bit.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Squishy chew. Not good. Dip going down throat. She's getting a gay pride ring.
Nice.
Did you change my filter? Why is it so red?
What the hell are you doing?
I don't know. Everything just turned red.
Uh-oh.
What the fuck? Ah! I'm getting attacked.
Honey, I can get it in the flat.
What the fuck is going on?
Look, honey, I can get it in the flat.
There we go.
Oh, Jesus. What the fuck was that about?
Oh no, that was weird.
That was funny as fuck. I was like, what the fuck?
Is that a gremlin?
No, it's a scam.
It's a gremlin.
It's a scam.
It's a funny looking gremlin.
Gremlins don't fire fireballs out of their fucking hands.
Yes, you did.
No, they
No
don't.
fucking doing gremlins do.
Yes, I do. Have you ever watched Gremlins?
No, honey, but I want to watch TV.
Of course. You and your monster over there. Didn't even think about me one, did you? Yeah, you got me one of those, and then you went off and bought yourself a monster.
I said you never get up again. And then
I was up with him.
now, 4 in the morning, you're rolling with
I didn't even hear anybody last night. I'm so tired. I passed break the fuck out.
Oh, and then if I don't jump right out, you roll your eyes at me.
But I like getting uncomfortable and getting out of bed sometimes. Especially when I'm that tired. I'll do it.
Honey, I want to watch
Okay, can I get to where
season 4 is going to be coming out soon. In like a couple months, but that's soon.
Orange is the New Black?
Let's see. I'm into the second season. I think the fourth. I think I'm on the fourth episode. Might be on the fourth or fifth episode. Was trying to think. I think after Piper came back to the jail, it was like after she went to trial with the one girl.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Alex Bow.
Yeah.
Bob.
I didn't realize how dry my throat was till I got a drink of water. Whew.
Well, considering you were practically yelling, I'd say your throat was pretty dry.
Look at my ring I'm getting. That's what I mean.
When it comes to my heritage and the way the United States is being run right now, I'm very passionate. When I was younger, I didn't give two darns. I was young, I was dumb. I didn't believe in government. I believed in anarchy. As much stuff as I could destroy as I could. I'm not getting any younger. I'm getting out. Eventually, when I do get to start making money again, I want to eventually put enough money back for me and my wife to retire.
There you
And
go.
the way stuff's going right now, man, our generation is never going to amount to have nothing to retire on. I mean, it's
You're not really on that much anyway.
I don't know what I don't know if it's just the younger generation expect something for nothing. They expect to be spoon fed, have everything handed to them. I don't know. I wish I did know, so I could walk up to them, give them a swift kick in the rear, and be like, "Hey, get your tail out there and go to work."
You ain't gonna walk up. You're gonna do that.
I mean, my grandparents were hard workers, both factory workers.
Yeah.
My mom and dad were factory workers, worked hard. Both my parents worked hard to give me and my little brother a good life. And my mom, her body's in the shape now because of the way she worked. She has fibromyalgia, osteoarthritis, and some mornings she can wake up and she can't hardly move. That's because of fibromyalgia. She destroyed her body to help my daddy, give me and my little brother the best lie, get off. Yes, did my mom and daddy spoil us? Yeah. They spoiled us. Me and my little brother were spoiled brats. I'll tell you right now, we're spoiled. But my mom and daddy instilled in us, hey, when you get to be an adult, you don't have to work.
Yeah, I'm listening.
If you don't work, you're never going to have nothing. And that's what irritates me is, Brett, you know my situation.
Yeah.
The way I've struggled with the injury. And now that I'm back 100% ready to go to work, I can't find nobody to hire me. I got in my mind, well, I'll go to a temp service, I'll get into a factory, I can work there for about a year and have the chance of getting a full-time job. A temp agency doesn't even want to hire me. They see that, oh, Mr. Chestnut here has had a knee injury, and companies don't want that. And it aggravates the snot out of them because I'm a hard worker. I'll make anybody a good hard worker. They just got to give me a chance. I mean, that's another thing that going back to the way our country's run. I don't have any. I have no. I'm not gonna get in that topic.
The only injury like that that I've had, when I was 26 and I still worked at Walmart, somehow I wound up getting a really bad tendonitis in my left wrist.
Yeah.
And I had to be off work for, damn near 2 months because it hurt so bad. I just couldn't do anything.
When I was working at Walmart over here in Center, I decided I got off work one night. One of my buddies said, "Hey, there's a metal show down there in Rainbow City." There was a band that had just come off a European tour that was gonna play there, and a couple local bands. I was like, "Hey, I'll go." I got in there, started listening to music. I didn't realize, my aunt didn't tell me that they had a bar down there. Well, I went there, started drinking beer. I decided, hey, I'm gonna get into the hardcore dance pit. Yeah, that cost me a lot of pain and suffering still to this day. That's the reason I have to wear eyeglasses from now on. Because I was young and dumb and got hit in the eye, which when I got hit in the eye, it caused a blood clot to come up between my lens and my retina. And if they hadn't got it fixed, I could have lost it. So.
Can't pick up that egg.
It's been a struggle, but I'm willing to do whatever I can to support my family. If that's me starting to make knives and selling them, firewood, people, make the money. I'll do anything I have to.
Food supply is extremely limited. Soldiers maintain amazing match of muscle mass. Before haircut, after haircut. Watches you murder 15 people in the street, happily sells you a hot dog.
Who is she talking about?
Girl at 4 p.m. married, moved in, if I can, yeah. Oh, turn it on. Can't flip it, extremely heavy tank. Can't control gun recoil.
Yeah. Brett.
Huh.
Tell Kira Session said she likes that show, The Orange is the New Black also.
Here.
Yes!
I mean,
I hope these guys know what they're doing because I can't do shit.
the way things going in the United States right now,
It's different from the yellow color. Look, here's a
I don't know.
marketing crotch. We have them now.
It,
How the fuck did he go? It was awesome.
if I could, I'd be a rich man.
One of the most advanced suits I could drive, fail, false.
But everything. It seems like the government's just like the Salem witch trials. They got to have a witch hunt every so often to just keep shit stirred up.
Because every
Been that way since the
lead out can cut through. Can't cut through a chain link fence to get over a trophy.
I think it's how our government works. They want to take and they just want to take and kick a pile of crap over and say, hey, here we go. We're gonna talk about this for a little while. We're gonna take and deface these people's rights and all this stuff. I mean, I'll tell you right now, my family before they come to the United States lived in Scotland and Ireland. Years ago, and even still today, Irish people doing racism. I mean, I have no idea. Brett being Brett. I hope eventually that these people will realize that the Confederate flag isn't about race.
Can't have anything else in the house.
It isn't about hate. We don't fly that flag, say, because we're hateful people. No, we're not hateful people. We don't. But the way people become racist is they either choose to be that way or they're raised up to be that way. If people would quit talking about it and quit raising kids to be that way, it would stop. You need to go to bed, huh? But as long as people talk about it and the government keeps the shit stirred up, it's gonna be that way. It's just the way it is. White girl got water right there. I mean, alright, girl, you have to. I don't want to drop you.
You can call your daddy back.
I mean, another. I live in the Appalachian Mountains. I live on the southern end of the Lookout Mountain Range. And the word hillbilly is a derogatory word phrase against people that live on the mountain. It's the same way as the word nigger. Derogatory word. People, same way as redneck. Redneck is a derogatory word.
Yeah.
These people that keep using these derogatory words, they're always going to be in history. I'll be back.
What's that?
Well, yeah, well, my cats seem to know the time, what time it is, and they wanted treats for nights. So I'm going now. As soon as I say the word treats, Felix knows that word really well. He gets up treats, treats, Felix.
I'm back. Let's see.
Yeah. Huh?
Let's see if I can find better
What?
sound.
Ice? I'll be right back.
One more. I won't play it before this, but I want to see if it's back. No, I don't think so.
What?
I just want to know if it's sometimes I okay. She didn't.
How was she?
But what's really wrong with the United States is that people can't leave people alone. They gotta hate on one certain kind of person. That's the way that it is in the world. I mean, if people would leave people alone and let them live their lives and be happy, everything will be happy-go-lucky and fine. But they choose not to. People just got to cost. It's aggravating. I mean, it's aggravating. I mean, Devin, you don't like people butting into your life and personal business, do you? Devin feels the same way. People don't want people nosing into everybody's business, but for some reason, everybody in the United States has got. I'm not going to say everybody, I'm afraid of that. Most people in the United States have got to be in everybody's business. That's the way our United States goes. They got to be in your business. I'll talk about the production of white liquor. The United States government and states government should have no say in what man can and cannot do with his corn. They don't say, hey, you can't eat corn because. They say, hey, you can't grow corn because, hey, we ain't getting supplies. I mean, you got if the state government, hey, we'll start taxing you every time you plant corn to feed your family. You think that's just gonna fly? Nope. It ain't. So, people that makes liquor, they're not hurting nobody. They're trying to provide for their family. That's the reason. That's the reason. That's what founded our country. Taxation without representation. I mean, it's aggravating. It pisses me off the whole end. Kind of Confederate song with the fine place. Let's hope there's not a bird. There he is. Oh, bird.
Oh, I'm a good old rebel, that's just what I am. But for the Yankee Nation, I do not give a damn. I'm glad I fought again, I only wish you one. Ain't that hard? I hate the glory, right. I wounded in four places and I started on it looking. I touched the room of his own, I can't say it. No. We got 300,000 people. Did I have Southern people? I ain't gonna know, now that's for sure. And I don't want no part of what I was a hell. You reconstructed and I do. I'm a good rebel, now that's what I am. For the Yankee Nation, I do give a damn. I'm glad I fought again, I only wish we won. I ain't hard for anything.
That song made the ancestors of soldiers, the women and men and everything felt about the United States Union between the early 1800s, the early 1800s, I mean, 1820 and up. You know, we as Southern people, I mean, yes, we're starting to feel that. But if we would just band together and finally tell Obama, hey, we're tired, of the way we're being treated. We're tired of the way the media in America is putting this out to be a bunch of race hating, inbred, illiterate Southern people. If we could all get together and say, hey, we're done. We're tired of this bullshit. If that would happen, we need to be a unified South. I'm not unified in that way. There's people up north that there's not many of them, but there is people that feel that way. If we could get together and show Obama we're done, we're tired, put us down, put us down, put us down. It's time for us to leave. If you want to send troops down here, we'll whoop their asses and send them back like scalded dogs. It's gonna happen. I said earlier, I don't want it to happen. I love the United States. The United States is the greatest country in the world. But wake up, people. If you don't, we're gonna be just like the Soviet Union. We're not gonna be able to take a shit without the government. You can't take a shit. You have to wait till tomorrow. No, I'm not gonna have some other person say the way I can live my life, the way I can, what I can and cannot do with my property, how I raise my kids. No. You try to tell me that way, you're barking up the wrong tree, because I'm gonna fight. But until we get enough people to say, hey, we're done, we're tired. The northern government is the government is period. The reason I say the northern government is because it's the United States government, period. I mean, up north, other states between Ohio and Brett Denton already. District of Columbia, to them, that's the United States government. But down here, we're Southern government. There's been a divide between breaking the country for a long time. I mean, for God's sakes, the Mason-Dixon line is still around. Not many people know, hey, there's still a Mason-Dixon line. There is. And how dare Obama say that we can't fly our heritage flag? If I can't fly my flag, like I said, I'm not sexist, I'm not racist. If we can't fly our flag, the homosexual people can't fly the gay pride flag. Black people can't. They don't have the right to fly an African flag.
No, it's just going down there.
Americans of the Latino and Mexican heritage, they don't have the right to fly the Mexican flag.
Maybe do not.
If we can't fly ours, they can't fly theirs. I'm not going to say that it's wrong, because it makes me mad when people start burning Confederate flags. They're going to feel, they're feeling this, we're feeling the same way they are.
I just found the funniest fucking thing on Facebook. Sorry, I am listening. Sorry, this just kind of stood out to me as funny.
Back when all this the Ferguson riots up in Ferguson, Missouri was going on, they were stepping on American flags. Yes, it pissed people off, but there wasn't as much hullabaloo over the United States flag being burnt and stepped on. I mean, the United States Supreme Court said it was freedom of speech for any person in the United States to burn an American flag or step on an American flag. But years ago, if you did that shit, you got your ass whooped. I mean, how would a gay person feel if I was out here burning a gay pride flag? It would piss them off. If a black person saw me burning an African flag, it'd piss them off. If I say, hey, I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna burn an American flag, it pisses people off. There's no difference between battle flag and Confederacy and them. They're part of what you believe in. In the South, that's our heritage. I mean, that's us. We're not treacherous. We're not treasonous. We just want to be left alone.
Hey, just found something that might spark your interest. I think you might have seen it already, but I'm going to say it anyway. SCOTUS gay marriage decision makes concealed carry legal in all 50 states.
I'll believe that when I see it.
I'm shitting you right now. I'm looking at a post that was shared
I've seen
via.
it.
Okay, it was shared by Bill.
I can't remember, but I've seen it.
Hang on, I'm gonna check it out. I want to see if it's legit, because if it's legit, that's awesome.
Yeah, I don't think it's for a lot of
If you ask me, concealed carry, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that about concealed carry. My dad has concealed carry permit. I'll eventually get my concealed carry permit when I find me the right pistol I want. But concealed carry is more dangerous than open carry because you're carrying a concealed weapon. Yes, concealed, it's for protection. But the people that use guns and weapons like that, to use them to hurt people, I'd rather be able to say, hey, they got a gun. They're coming at me with a gun. I'm going to pull my gun out and I'm going to blow their ass away. I'd rather them be able to see their weapon than not know they have a weapon. But like I said, I'm not saying nothing about concealed carry. Alabama's got a concealed carry law. My dad has a concealed carry permit. My cousins have a concealed carry permit. My uncle does. That's for personal protection.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here's one that actually applies to the conversation we're having right now. This was after the thing that I just told you about. The court used Section 1 of the 14th Amendment to justify its argument, which reads, "No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdictions the equal protection of the laws."
Yeah, that right there is going to make Obama cringe.
So therefore, gay marriage is allowed. The right to carry a concealed weapon is allowed, and we have the right to fly our flag just as much as they have the right to fly anything else they want to.
Exactly.
Us flying our telling us we can't fly our flag is like saying, well, guess what? Germans ain't allowed to fly the German flag. Russians can't fly their flag, and Irish can't fly theirs. You know, you might as well tell everybody they can't fly anything other than the U.S. flag. Bullshit. That law right there, that section of the 14th Amendment, proves it. So your law states that. Therefore,
I just saw something on Facebook. If I can get it to pull back up. Let me see if I can find it.
oh, you're on YouTube. Hey, I'll just send you the link through the chat.
This is, I'm part of a group
so much better.
on Facebook. It's called Southern by the Grace of God.
I just sent you that link to that page just so you can read it, so you know I'm not bullshitting you.
I believe you. But they posted, it said, post. It's a big thing in big, bold, black letters. It says, fed up white person. I'm tired of being labeled a racist because of the color of my skin. Let that sink into some people's minds. Yes, there is racist people. There's white racist people. There's black racist people. There's racist people of every skin color and nationality. I'm not a racist. I chose not to be a racist a long time ago. The community I grew up in, It's called Sand Rock, Alabama. I love where I live. This is my home. This is where my family settled down many moons ago. This is where my great grandparents are buried. This is where my grandparents are buried. This is where my parents are gonna be. This is where my parents are gonna be buried. And when I die, this is where they're gonna plant me. This community, I'm gonna tell you right now. Well, school I went to, we didn't have our first black person going to school there until 2006. It's still predominantly white school. It's us. Our community back during the 60s and early, later than that, it was just the way everything was up here. And down the mountain from us, Collinsville, there's a large Mexican community, and there's black community. Over in the center, Cherokee County High School, black, they have black kids, black teachers. Well, so what? Yes, there's some people on top of the mountain here that it aggravates them. Me, it doesn't bother me as much now that I'm out of high school and back then. Like I said, I didn't get too turned about the way it was going. But it doesn't matter your skin color, where you're from, or anything. If you come up here to live on the mountain, and you start you work the land, and you do what's right by the mountain. Come, more power to you. If you come up here and you live somewhere out in the valley, and you come up here to start trouble, we'll kick your ass off of it. That's just plain and simple. You don't come up to the mountain here and start. There's some people racist. There's me. I chose a long time ago not to be racist. That's how I was raised. My grandmother, my granddaddy wasn't racist. My great granddaddy wasn't racist. I mean, this whole it goes all the way back to simple rules. Segregation. There's still segregation. There's white communities. There's black communities. There's Asian communities. There's Mexican communities. It's just each nationality hovers in one point in one area because that's what they're familiar with. That's where they choose to live. That's it. What we wanted in the South, yes, there was slavery, but by the end of the war, the South was outsourced. They was doing away with it. They was cutting it out because slavery cannot fund an economy. We chose to fight because our rights were being impended upon. We was feeling threatened by the Yankee government and old Abe Lincoln himself. What it really boiled down to, the reason Abe Lincoln wanted the South back, because he was the first president in the history of the United States that got labeled a terrorist, a tyrannical leader. He was a war criminal. Grant was a war criminal. Sherman damn sure was a war criminal. I mean, for God's sake, he didn't have to do what he did, but he did. Ain't no change. It's all in the past now. Hopefully, I ain't gonna say that because I'm trying to do my best to not use foul language, because using foul language it just makes me look dumb and ignorant. The Southern people, I don't know what's wrong with them. Me, for a fact that I'm gonna stand up for what's right, what's mine. These other ones that their ancestors fought for the Confederacy, fought in the Southern Army. They said, oh, you could have our heritage. It needs to be put in a museum. And it is in a museum. All these places where the Confederate flag flies is a museum. Get over it. If that's gonna be the case, put the American flag museum. Go ahead. I mean, it's just it was the other way around. If the government was in the South and the Confederacy had won the war and the Confederacy first government instead of the United States government. Just think, if it was down here saying in the South, oh, we're going to remove all the Star Spangled Banners and the United States flag, all because it's racist. It shows hate, which it does. The people of North will get fired up, but they don't want to see it that way. They think all the United States shit doesn't stink. I mean, right now, I'm gonna tell you, I think our country is the laughing stock of the world because we went from being one of the strongest powers in the world to looking like a bunch of complete utter idiots that couldn't fight their way out of a wet bag. I'm not saying that to make nobody mad. I don't want to make nobody mad. I'm just speaking my opinion. I mean, back in 2001, somebody snuck in just like the Japanese did and popped us in the eye. And it brought the United States to its knees. And the United States realized, hey, there's people out there, just like in 1941 December 7th. There's people out there that don't like us. They hate us. Guess what, America? That's the way the South is feeling right now. By you attacking our monuments, our flag. Just because one idiot that was on every damn prescription pill under the sun went into a church and killed non-black people. That's wrong. I'm not condoning that's wrong. Murder is murder. Any way about it. It's wrong. He shouldn't have done that. But what the media don't want to show is the pastor of that church, the preacher of the church that was killed, he voted to keep the Confederate flag up. Because this has happened before. They just need to take the flags down. He said it was part of Southern heritage. Heritage, not hate.
That's right.
Let's let that sink into people's mind right now. Can you say that about the American flag? Because there's a lot of heritage. There's heritage in the South within the United States flag. there's heritage there. But if people really just took a step back and put on some glasses and look, the American flag. That's a good. There's a lot of people. If people see this, you're gonna call me a damn communist and a racist and say I hate the United States. I don't. But the American flag has hated more people than I believe any other flag in the world. Because when the country was founded, it was predominantly British citizens. The Irish under America. People hated the Irish. Well, original 13 colonies started getting overpopulated. Let's move west. What happened to Native Americans? That's the true terminology of the indigenous people here. Native Americans. They're not Indians. Indians are from India. Plains people and the Native American tribes around here are Native Americans. They're not Indians. That's another thing in the history books that needs to change. The United States government swore up and down, oh, we're going to give you so many acres of land, cake, and farm. Live on. We're going to leave you alone. That was a lie. When more territory was needed for more white settlers to come out, they want a Confederate flag in. When all that stuff started happening, they didn't put one flag in our country. That was the American flag. Before 1861, in the South, there was American flags and there was state flags. The United States, they treat their citizens like third world beings. The Native Americans, they took their guns, put them all on reservations. They did all that stuff. After the bombing of Pearl Harbor, when we went to war with Japan, the United States government took and rounded up Japanese and put them in can't remember the term. I don't know if it was Liberty camps or something like that. But basically, it was a concentration camp for Japanese in the United States. Because at that time, we didn't trust the Japanese had come to America for a better life. That's the same way with the Muslims right now. We didn't put them in. We didn't put them in concentration camps. I'm not talking. This could be turned around against me too, but I'm gonna say it that way. Not all Muslim people hate us, but that's what the media wants, and all these laws and everything for them. I mean, that's what they believe in, but the reason that people in the United States don't trust them right now is because they choose to do things to make a pocket. I'm not saying nothing. I don't. Like I said, I don't hate nobody, but if stuff in the United States right now doesn't change, it's gonna get bad. Right now, the North and the South is in so close to going to war, which some people will say, "Oh, you're just blowing smoke." No, I'm not. We're so close to going back to war between the North and the South. It ain't funny. We haven't been this close in 155 years. If my history's good. The United States, it's got to just let people live their lives and stay out of business. Like I said, I'm not saying what that crazy idiot up there when that church did, it was wrong. Them people in that church, they was going to church to worship God. They would go to church and think you're safe. That's the way it's supposed to be. Anybody that'll take a gun into a church and start opening fire on parishioners is a coward. Anybody that burns is a coward. That church, the church wasn't built for just people to go in there and pray. A church is built for the worship of God. I'm not going to try to get into a religious thing. Like I said, everybody's got their views. That's their own, what the crap, their own opinions. That's their own views. Me, I was raised Southern Baptist Christian. Do I still have the same views as Southern Baptist Christians? Some points, yes. Me, I like to hear a fire and brimstone preacher preach. That's just the way I am, where I grew up, I was raised. But the way some people in a church can make you feel because you don't go to church, or the way you dress, the way you live your life. That's another story, another topic. But nobody has the right to go into a church, and shoot people. I mean, nobody has the right to take a life anyway. I mean, being in a war situation is a whole different monster. Because being in a war, that's the whole point of a war. There's going to be young men and now women die. That's just plain and simple fact. Nobody can change that. It's been that way since the beginning of time. Yes, is there too many people that are warmongers? Yes. But what's happening in the United States right now? Being the break of war on the horizon. Like I said earlier, I don't want to take up arms against American citizens. But if people keep hindering my right to celebrate my heritage, that's fine. That's just plain and simple. You back me into a corner so much. What's going to happen if you back a dog into a corner? If you poke and prod and slap that, what's going to happen? He's going to come out. He's going to bite your ass. He's going to bite you. That's what's happening with the South right now. And with it, Brett, I don't know if you've ever heard this band, but this song right here is one of my favorite songs. The band's name is Rebel Sun. Just listen to it.
I was born in Dixieland on a reconstructed till the end of Carolina. I was raised by my granddaddy and my daddy's way. They both taught me right from wrong, how to fight and how to get along. But my own life now is almost gone. In southern ground I belong. My final hour is drawing near, so friend, come sit by me right here. Let's laugh and talk about our lives, the good old days before I die. Please give your word this vow you keep. When I return to earth, scream, let me dream forever in a southern land with a Dixie flag shining in my hand. When my time is gone, before they lay me down to rest, when in my time of darkness, please grant me just this one last request. Dixieland is where I want to be. My final stand. I don't care if I'm in a box or not with name. Lay me down, just bury me in southern ground. One last look at the countryside before I close my weary eyes. Southern air from my last breath. Here comes my sweet angel again. Sing Dixie while they lower me, so I'll hear it for eternity. I can feel the reaper's touch, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. When my time is gone, before they lay me down to rest, when in my time of darkness, please grant me just this one last request.
I don't know, it seems pretty legit to me.
That's where I want to lay my final stand. I don't care if I'm in a box.
Huh? What?
Ground.
They might not take it from this one then. Because it isn't.
Dixieland is where I want to make my final stand. I don't care if I'm in a box or not with they lay me down, just bury me in southern ground.
I'm gonna tell you, that's another way of Southern right now. That that's part of our goes back to our heritage. We're back in the war between the states as long as men, young men, and towards the end of the war, older men, women, and kids died for their flag. When these people goes and desecrates these monuments, to them that's just a piece of stone with a Confederate symbol on it. To us, it's not. If you go and spray paint or take and deface a monument with a Confederate soldier on it, you're taking and defacing memory of all the soldiers that died at Chickamauga, died at Manassas, and Gettysburg. You're defacing their memory. They died for what they believed in. That's the whole reason the United States was founded, is for what you believe in. That's the reason, same on the Union side. They was fighting for what they believed in, which they, in their minds, they were fighting to abolish slavery. They were fighting to keep the Union whole. That'd be like a Southerner, which I hope it doesn't happen because we have more common sense than that. Going into a Union monument, Civil War, which I don't like the word Civil War no more, because I've learned more. Taking and spraying the South Rise again, and all this stuff. It's defacing the memory of the soldiers that have died. I mean, if I'm correct, there's a big wall in Vietnam, in Washington D.C., Vietnam City, with all the soldiers' names who gave their life to the country of Vietnam. Same way with the World War II monument and Korean War monument. If you go and deface the monuments, you're defacing those soldiers, memory of soldiers. So I just wish people would think before they think their actions through before they do them. Because you may think you're right in your mind by spray painting Black Lives Matter. Yes, Black lives do matter. White lives matter. Life is life. But defacing a monument like that, all you're doing is defacing the memory of those soldiers that died. When you attack the Confederate flag, you're not only attacking the memory of the soldiers that fought for the South, you're attacking the ones that died, the veterans that fought. In the United States, in the law books, Confederate veteran is a veteran of the United States. He just was, in their eyes, he was a veteran. He deserved a pension just as much as a Union. That's the same way with blacks that fought pension. They were recognized as a veteran of the war, veteran of the military, and they deserved a pension. It didn't happen until most of the veterans were gone of the war, but that's how it is. But hey, that's the way our country does our soldiers. I'm not there, man. They can take and train them to go to war and kill and serve their country. But when it's all said and done, after they go to war, if they get hurt, they get hurt. They train them to kill, but they don't train them to come back to being a civilian. They don't do that. That's the reason our veteran affairs is so bad. I mean, they just want to take and toss our veterans aside and say, "Well, we used you up. You can live on your own now." I mean, there's so much more besides this Confederate flag issue in the country. Like I said, there's so many more problems. Hell, well, me, Brett, and Devin live to see them problems fixed. We might see most things fixed, but we'll be all old men in our beds watch the news. I'd love to see America get back to the country it's supposed to be, but I doubt I ever will. But people need to realize that everything that's going on right now, these people wanting to push to destroy the Southern heritage and everything, they're backing the Southerners up in the corner, and we're gonna come out swinging. And by God, like the song "Bury Me in Southern Ground" by Rebel Son, I'll die with a Dixie flag in my hand, and I don't want to be buried in Southern ground. This is my home. Brett's from Florida. This is his home. Devin, he's an honorary Southerner. I mean, but I'm gonna take a little break because nature's calling, so I'll be back.
All right, brother. Uh, oh man, it's like I'm sitting through history class all over again. I love it. Wow. Man claims Walmart refused to make Confederate flag cake, but okayed an ISIS flag cake.
Yeah, that's another thing that grabbed my butt. But like I said, Brett, I may come off like I'm a dumb person. Man, I have fun. That's me. I like to have fun. Don't have too much book smart. When it comes to common sense, I'm pretty good. But when it comes to fighting what I believe in, you're damn right. I'm gonna fight what I believe in. That's just the way it is, the way it's gonna be, the way I'm gonna live my grave being. I mean, I will fight for my right. And the younger generation in our country right now, they're seeing rights taken away. If they don't open their eyes and start paying attention to it. I mean, there's too much stuff out there to distract kids nowadays. Between newer video game systems, which I ain't gonna say nothing about video game systems. I play video games. I do it for something to pass time, keep me from going nuts. But between electronic devices and stuff like that, it's like these companies and the government of the United States is wanting to dumb the next generation down, which is it's pretty much happened. I mean, each generation has got weaker. I mean, before my granddaddy died, he got cancer. That his cancer was in remission. What got my granddaddy was negligence at a hospital. An incident happened with his chemo tube, and what come from the instant death was he got a bad staph infection. It turned, he got purple, and it tore it. His body was already weak by the cancer, and that blood he fought, but his body got so weak that he got tight with it. And that's when he went home. I'm gonna tell you, my mama, Aunt Chestnut, she's one of the strongest women I'll ever know. She was born to a oldest of three children. Great Uncle Jim being the youngest, and Aunt Bonnie and the middle child. My great granddaddy, my mama, like a boy. He had her at a young age, filing cotton fields and mute. Barely able to tall enough to see over the darn plow, have a plow line wrapped just around her neck. As she got older, the more determined and strength she built. She tell me a story all the time that the last time she ever got a tail whooping was the day before her and my papa got married. Something that happened.
In here for the night.
Do what?
I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here and turn in for the night.
Alright.
Alright.
Alright, brother. Take her easy, man.
Alrighty.
Alright, see you.
Yep.
But I'm gonna finish my story, and I think, and I don't know how long we've been doing this. We've been
Probably
going.
about a good 2 hours.
I think this has been our longest one yet.
Yep, probably. It's gonna take a while to upload to YouTube, but I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna love it when it does hit.
The story I'm gonna finish telling. Last time my great granddaddy ever whooped her was the day before she got married to my papa. The mule, something happened. The mule got spooked or something, and it got loose. Well, he whooped her with the plow lines on the mule plow. She swung around, looked at him, and said, "Oh man, it's been the last damn time you whooped my ass." But it was. I'm gonna tell you, Brett. Back about 5 or 6 months after my papa passed away, my mama fell and broke her neck. She fought back from that. And later on, got Alzheimer's. She fought with that. Then she got dementia. She had her good days, she had her bad days, but she fought. And that's going back to a southern thing. We're raised down here to be tough and self-sufficient. We're raised down here to be fighters. Let that sink in, America, before you keep pressing us. We're raised to fight. Think about it. You keep on this Holocaust against the Confederate flag, you're going to back us into a corner, and we're going to have enough. And we're going to come out swinging. Plain and simple. Think about it.
That's right.
But
All right, brother.
I think we're going to call it a night. Everybody have a great night. God bless. And just pay attention to the world. Pay attention to what's going on in our country.
Read up on your history before you fall in with the crowd.
Exactly. Read up on history.
You didn't learn anything about it in middle school. That's probably why you're falling in with the same crowd out there that's calling us a bunch of haters and shit like that. You are so fucking wrong that you should have failed history.
But this is old Johnny Real. Have a good night. I wish everybody a good night from Sand Rock, Alabama.
Hey, if I don't catch you before the 4th, man, happy 4th of July.
Thanks, bro.
All right, so everybody said hey, and I love them all.
I'll see y'all. Johnny Real.
Bye. Well, people of YouTube, viewers, anybody who might catch this, you heard it. You got your almost 2 hours of history lesson here. You need to learn. We're not haters. We're not racists. Read up on a history book. The Confederate flag is about heritage, not hate. We sat there and fought to abolish slavery. We fought for equal rights for everyone, not just us. If some white man decides because he's KKK wants to wear the Confederate flag and walk into a church full of black people and shoot them up, that's his own dumb, stupid fault, not ours. We didn't tell him to do it. That's a fucking KKK's fault. Fuck the KKK. KKK was supposed to be fucking dormant and fucking violent free. They have been for a while. In this country, at least. I don't know about other countries. I'm not saying KKK is right. Hey, they have just as much freedom of speech as anybody does. I'm not going to say that, shame on them for hating somebody. Everyone hates somebody. Hate might be a strong word in some terms, but that's just what it is. Some people may hate another religion. Some people may hate a certain person. Some people may hate their life. Hate's a strong word, but you know what? It's used on a daily basis. So is racism. A lot of people still racist against blacks. Me, I'm not. I got plenty of black friends. I enjoy spending time with them. I enjoy, talking to them, learning about their lives and stuff. I'm going to a trucking school right now. I've got 2 black friends up there, and they're the coolest people I've ever known. We talk on a daily basis, man. They help me out. I help them out. It's bullshit. I wear this to school. I wear my Confederate bandana to school, and I don't catch hell from nobody from it. People need to go back to school. Middle school. That's when I learned it. Confederate flag was the South's flag. It's their way of saying, hey, this is us. We're our own people. We're our own country. You know what? The North, the fucking Yankees, pardon to anybody who is up there now that may take offense to this, you may not be a part of this. I'm not trying to offend you, but back then they were the Yankees, we were the Southern, the Rebels, or whatever the Hicks, whatever you want to call us. But they had plantations, they had cotton fields. I'm not saying the South didn't either, but we pushed those kind of people out. We didn't want nothing to do with that shit. We wanted to abolish it. We wanted equal rights for everybody. It's just a load of shit that, because one man fucks up, everyone's got to be punished for it. It's like we're living in kindergarten again. One person ruins it for everyone. Now, fuck you and fuck that rule. I have just as much right, and I don't care if you make it illegal. I'm gonna wear my fucking bandana, or I'm gonna wear my fucking vest. Proudly. I'll walk clear through any fucking place with it. I don't care. Arrest me. Freedom of expression, freedom of speech. I'll pull up the motherfucking amendments right now, and I'll show you every amendment that I am not breaking. Which should probably be about every one of them. America is going to be the downfall of itself because of its own stupidity. It's people like the psychos that end up in KKK or skinheads, the ones that can't control themselves are the ones that should be punished for this shit. Not the ones that try to remain silent but still express what they feel. That wasn't an expression, that wasn't even right that man had a Confederate flag on him at that point in time. And honestly, I think the dude, if he ain't dead yet, should get the death sentence. I don't keep up on the news, so I don't know. Man needs the death sentence. Off with his fucking head. And if I ever catch somebody like that wearing my flag on their fucking body and says that they're gonna shoot this person because they're black, I'm gonna fucking break your neck. And your legs, and your fucking arms, and I'm gonna paralyze you. Don't discriminate against my flag. I support all the shit that's going on. You got gay marriages just legalized. I'm in support of it. You have the right to do what you want. I'm not racist. If I was, I'd have to say I'm racist against just about every color out there. I don't like thugs. I'm not singling anybody out. White, black, pink, purple, blue, green, I don't care what color you are. If you're a thug, I don't like you. Because I personally think it's stupid. I have plenty of black friends. And I associate with them on a daily basis. And they see what I wear. And they still accept me as a friend. Do us all a favor, America. Before you start discriminating against something that many people take to heart because it's part of their history, part of their heritage. Go read up on your history. You ain't been in school for so long and you're actually following with this BS. You're either a blonde or you failed history. Do us a favor. Go back and take your schooling again. Go back and take history class again. You'll learn a lot more than what you expected. Anywho, I'm signing off for the night, but God bless y'all. No, I'm not religious. I don't discriminate. God bless to all of you. I hope y'all actually do read up on some of your stuff and become more knowledge whenever this crap goes down, because I'd hate to go after the wrong person. I'll fight alongside all my Confederate brothers, and I'll fight alongside any color that signs up with us. I don't care. I'm not about colors. We're all people. We're all human beings. I don't care if you're a Middle Eastern. I don't care if you're an African American. I don't care if you're European, German, Russian. I don't care who you are. You sign up to fight alongside the Confederates. You are as smart as half of America right now. God bless. Good night. If we don't do another show before 4th of July, happy 4th of July, everybody. This is Full Metal Gamer signing off.